Hi, welcome to an Arduino tutorial from Robojax. In this video we are going to see how we can use this 4-line LCD2004 screen with I2C, which has only 4 wires. You can get the code and library for this module by clicking on the link in the description below, which will take you to robojax.com/learn/Arduino. Let's get started with this. This is much better with comparing to this one that has only 2 line and 16 characters. So this has been extended to 20 characters and then 4 line, and then that allows you to display multiple values. For example, if you're working with 3 dimension or 3 different values, you can show X, Y, and Z here, and at the top also you have some kind of title. And also, because it's 20 characters, you can also split it between two values in the same row, and it can be many applications. So it's much better than this because I immediately liked it. As you can see, this is a little larger than this one and a little heavier, but definitely this will take a lot of places that this was being used, but still this will stay because in some application you just need simple screen with simple values. So for this one I will have different examples, and in this video I will have a simple hello world. After that I will have this code explained how to display all these values, and then I'm going to show you how you can do the blinking the cursor, and after that I will show you how you can display custom characters like heart and arrow and all those things. And at the end we are going to see how we can send a command from serial monitor from your computer and display the text here. In terms of size, and the I2C module for the display is here, because the number of pins are the same as this 1602, which has 16 characters and 2 line, so it has the same exact module, and the same exact code that works for this will work for this as well. This is the backlight. You can turn it on and off from here for some application that you need it. The module has only 4 wires, the ground and VCC. This can be connected directly to 5 volts, and then we have data and clock. So data is labeled as SDA, signal data, as you call, whatever you call it, and then SCL, that's a clock. So these 2 wires. Other than that, there is no other connectivity for this module. You power it up, we have a LED that shows the power. We have potentiometer that you can set the brightness of the screen, and then there is this jumper. When you remove it, backlight, you can turn it on and off. So let me see the effect of this potentiometer here. It can darken it fully or maybe brighten it, that's such that you cannot read those characters. This pen can be connected and controlled via Arduino, so at a certain time you can turn this on, and at the other time you can turn it off. Length of the module is 98.4 millimeter. The width is 59.9, which is 56 millimeter. The depth, including this module, is 20.5 millimeter. And the actual, this section, that if you want to insert it in a case or something that you need it to stick out, is this is 97.1 millimeter by 39 by 39.6 millimeter. If you're concerned with weight, this is 75.6 grams, comparing to this module 1602, which is 35. This is almost double. Let me explain now the wiring. This is very simple. We have 4 wires here. We have VCC and ground. VCC will be connected to 5 volts. Ground is connected to the ground because this has an internal regulator, so you can connect it directly to 5 volts, so no worries. And then we have two wires here. This is I2C or I2C communication, which needs only two wires. So SDA and SCL. SDA is the signal data and signal clock. So data DA will be connected to A4 and CL or clock will be connected to A5. In my case, my Arduino has SDA and SCL, so this is two extra pins. In case if you need these pins, you can connect it as well there. This is the library that I'm using for this and also for 1602 with a little change. It can be used for this module. So you have to download this and install it into the library of your Arduino, and I'll provide you two links. One will be directly to this page and the other will be directly to robojax.com, so in case if this page moves or something happens to you, so you can get it directly from our website. Once you install the library, go to File, Examples, and under the examples make sure to find out this liquid crystal I2C library master, and let's open Hello World, which is the most simplest one. And make sure to change this, instead of 16 make it 20 and then 4. And inside the setup, LCD, so we define here the class. This is a I2C address, which is set here, and I have another video for that. So this LCD will be used throughout the code, and then LCD.begin, initializing the this module with this LCD. In some devices you need a backlight, but in this case it will work without this, and then we print Hello World. Because we have not defined the position, it goes automatically to character 0, line 0. And inside the loop there is nothing. So this was Hello World. Now let me explain the code that I've written for this. This is the first line, that's wire.h, that's for I2C communication. That's part of Arduino, you don't have to do about it, just put this and it will work. For this one, I have provided the link for the library. Make sure to download and install the library. And then this line creates this object LCD. You can change it to anything you want. This is the class, and that's the object. From here and beyond, we will use that as our object, and then these are the method or properties of the object. And this one is the address for this I2C module that I use here. I have another video explaining this portion to change the address. I will provide the link for that as well, in case if you got a problem with this. And then this is a 20 characters and 4 line for this. This is the class, and that's the object. From here and beyond, we will use that as our object, and then these are the method or properties of the object. And this one is the address for this I2C module that I use here. I have another video explaining this portion to change the address. I will provide the link for that as well, in case if you got a problem with this. And then this is a 20 characters and 4 line for this. Inside the setup, this was extra from previous code. This is just LCD.begin, so you are initializing the class, you are setting the backlight to be a certain value, and then we are clearing the screen from previous value, even though it's not, but when you turn it on and connect the power, it's possible that some spike will send some characters here, so we are clearing that. And then from here to here, these are just for cosmetic purpose. You can, if you wish to remove it, you can remove it. So character 0, line 0, and we're printing this text. That is the text that goes from when you turn this on. I'm just rebooting this. You see that's the text, and then 3, 2, 1. So this one is 3, 2, 1, which I'm gonna explain it next. And inside the loop here, this first LCD.clear clears the screen from any previous value, and this one LCD.setCursor sets the position of cursor. And for example, this sets at 0 0, that means character 0, and line 0, that means 0 1, and so forth, which I'm going to show you. And then we are putting a 0 0, printing this text, which is here, and as you can see here only one character is left, so this must be 19 character. And then this one is for the second line, and we are going to character 4, line 1, 0 1 2 3 4, character 4, and then line 0, that is line 1. After that we are printing this text. Then this is for this line, and it has so many things, very useful, and I'm sure you will use it, and many people will need to use it. For that reason I've made it a little interesting. So the text here has three portions. This is a text, this is a value that could be from a sensor, from a device, from somewhere else that your system is reading, and you want to display it here, and then again another text at the end, because for example this is a voltage. I made it, it's a made up value, not from a sensor, but it has the same application. So voltage 8.254 volts. So this is text, this is text, this is value from a sensor. Now let me explain it. We are setting cursor at 0 2, so character 0 and line 2 0, that's line 0, line 1 line 2, 0 2 means here, and we print this text, and as you can see here 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So then that's remember that one, we are defining this voltage, and this could be a voltage that's coming from a sensor or from any device that you have. It's just made up value, and I store this in V, and then we create a character, because the display will not display the 3 decimal spaces for the float. For that reason I'm converting it to character of length 5. So if you pay attention here, 1 2 3 4 5, total length is 5. Put here 5, and then we are getting the V, which is this voltage. We say the total length is 5, and we want 3 decimal place, and store it here. So it gets the V and stores it here. There's a function that converts for us. So then we will have the value here with a 3 decimal place. If you, and then we go to character 9, because this is after 8, the 9, and 9 and 2. So from here 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and line 0, line 1, line 2. So 9 2 means beginning of here, and then we print voltage str string, this one, which has been converted, and that is the value. After that we go to character 14 and line 2. So from here that is 14 and 2, and we print the V. Now the question is that if you print V directly here, one of the decimal points will be lost. For that reason I did extra work here to fix that, and that's very useful. Then this portion is for this line, and I try to create a little interesting line here, text, one value, text, another value, so you will be able to easily just modify this or learn from this better. So we go to character 0, line 3, 0 1 2 3, 0 3 is here, and we print X with colon, and then with one space, X colon 1 space, and then we get here a float value with 2 decimal places. This is just a made up value. Let's say you're getting value from a joystick, a device, another sensor, or whatever, or from your calculation, and we call it X degree, X deg. And then we go to character 3 because 0 1 2, so 0 1 2 and then 3. We go to 3 and then we print X degree, so that's X. And after that, this is for Y portion in this area. So we go to character 12 3, so that's 12 3, and then 12 13 14. So we have to start from 15 and 3, and then Y degree, which I've defined it here, will be printed, and that has been printed here. Now if I go on the next one, we go and then open the blinking, this is the cursor blank. Inside the setup we just set the begin, nothing else. Initially we are creating a boolean called blinking equal true, and then we LCD cursor, initializing the cursor, and here this while equal 1 mean true forever, so this is just forever. And then we say if blinking is equal true, here it says clear and then no cursor blank, and then it puts this text, and then it puts no cursor blank, so the cursor is disappeared, and then we print change the boolean to false, and then now this is false. If this is, when loop comes here, it checks blinking, it will be false, so it will escape to here, then clear, and it goes to character 0 line 1, and then it prints your name that you saw it here, and then blinking, it means it blinks. So you can enter a value or blink from somewhere else if you wish. So this is just an example of blinking. Here when you go file, example, and under the liquid crystal custom character, the setup, it goes through this display code, and then display code will continue and print all these characters that you can see, so you can play with this and learn and see which one you need to use it for other purpose. And here is a demonstration of this serial monitor, and here is a demonstration of the serial monitor. So go to file, examples, and then under liquid crystal I2C, select serial display. I've made some small changes so it looks a little interesting, but you can learn from that. So let's open the serial monitor. And so how it works is that when I enter, let's say B is printed here, and also on the screen it shows last item, the last letter that you enter was that. You can enter only one character, but if you want to enter multiple characters, they will not be displayed, they go after each other, it will be clear. So you have to modify this code to grab them all and print them, which I'm not going to go in this video because it needs a lot of explanation and the video will be very long. And here up to this point is the same as before, and I've put this last character, so we have something at the beginning with underscore. Inside the setup we have LCD begin. This is the same as before, but only we have serial monitor is enabled. So this is 9600 baud, which must match this value here. It should be 9600, otherwise you will not be able to get the value. After that we are clearing the LCD, setting the cursor at 01, and then printing this text, and then after 13 character, this is a position 13.1, and then we check if the serial is available, which means it's this is open, and then we wait for 100 milliseconds, and then serial available is bigger than 0, which means if I enter something, then read the value, store it in the last character, and then print this text here, and then print the last character here. The while ends, the condition ends, and here we say LCD.write, and then we the one that we have grabbed here as the last character will be printed here on the screen, and the loop continues after 1 second delay. That said, this was a brief introduction on how to use this LCD screen. Thank you for watching. Please thumb up the video, and also if you have comment or question, please post it at the comment section below. I try to answer and reply, and if you have a project suggestion, please also suggest it. You can also follow us on our Facebook. The link for the Facebook will be also at the bottom, and don't forget to subscribe so you can get updates of my upcoming video.